everybody, this is Don with the vlog and many things, and with me are the normals, the usuals.
Oh,
Yeah,
oh
the crazy one.
who you?
Maybe a
calling
couple
normal?
abnormals. I don't know. We don't know.
I'm. Is this an Abby normal brain? Yeah,
Abby Normal. Yeah, this is the Abby Normal show. Maybe we need to rename it. The Abby Normal Show.
I'm Abby normal.
You know, that's actually a pretty good name. The Abby Normal Show.
Yeah.
Dan, how you doing? Diatus, how you doing?
Hello, folks.
Oh, it's time to do it. Fugly, how you doing?
By the way, so Restream upgraded something else behind the scenes, just so you know.
What'd they do?
So normally, because you're the host, and I come in and then I share it to my channels, I have to put up my own thumbnail because otherwise it defaults to my regular.
I thought it would default to the vlogs.
It doesn't.
Nope.
So I always had my own vlog of many things, and now I was like, "Holy crap! It kept your thumbnail."
Oh, it did?
It did.
Good, because that helps kind of advertise my channel I'm trying to grow.
Yes. So
now I can milk off of Eric Kenkar's 11K followers at will. This is awesome.
We're working on it, man. We're working on it.
Kenkar, send me all of your followers.
Everybody, everything. Gosh darn it.
Yep. DM and friends, Mark Genre Mixer, Ian White, how you doing? Chthonic Musings. Well, tonight's show is Wizards of the Coast.
3, 2, 1. Buy my book, folks.
By Glenn. Available on
Buy
Barnes
mine.
and Noble.
And please donate to my the thing.
They got.
Me.
Oh, it's too early for me to say the other go. The Go F me fund.
We're getting there. It's going to be running until like the 3rd week of April. So
Gotcha.
anyway, yeah, extended. Anyway, here we are.
Yep.
Diatus tells me to please don't milk his followers. I'm talking proverbial Diatus,
Yeah.
not actual, okay?
And Dan, if you do start a channel, I'm going to tell you right now. Reach out to me, Don, Joe, and Joe, whoever. Listen, listen. Reach out to Angela from DM and Friends. It's more fun the more people are in the pool, and we're very happy to help you.
And Diatus has thrown the first hand grenade in combat.
Uh-oh.
It says,
Oh no! Listen, I'm gonna get this credit for. They are starting at a deficit.
Yes, they are.
That is truer words have not been spoke. But again, I am privileged to information about what happened at GaryCon, and what's happening in the background of other stuff that leads me to believe that we're much better off than we've been in a long time.
I think so.
As a D&D fan. Now, it's going to affect my gaming directly. Some of it might, but I just a hobby lifts, and we all lift.
There's one thing that Diatus says here that I strongly disagree with. He says, WOTC new direction. I'll believe it when it happens. Okay, everyone's to himself. But it'll take a good decade to earn back trust that was squandered. I do not agree with that one bit, and I'm going to tell you the reason why.
Yeah.
Because the thing is that people have a short-term memory. And not only do they have short-term memories online, but if Ayub does the right thing like I think he is and the information that me and Eric have, then I will tell you right now, all you grognards are going to be so freaking happy.
Well, no, actually, listen, tell you the truth, there's going to be a certain percentage of them that, you can hand them gold bars and they'll go, but it's not platinum. So I'm gonna throw that out there. But I will say that sooner than later, the OSR should be getting a nice bump. Does that sound right?
Yeah, this sounds very, very, very right. Sparky204 says, WOTC is giving grognard types a project for an official project. If that doesn't say new direction, I don't know what does. The thing is that people did not listen to Jim Kitchen last night in chat. I was in there, and I restrained myself heavily. First of all, what came out before last night's show? Wizards of the Coast, D&D is starting franchises. Does anybody know what franchises mean? Number two.
By the way, it means licensing, but not for like Mr. Potato Head. Which,
yes.
by the way,
Which
Thank you for showing me that Mr. Potato Head D&D thing.
yeah, and the thing is not only they have announced franchises finally because they've been giving them. Number two, his just his general conduct of stopping a book, and his on demand that he controls D&D. Not only that, but donating 30 grand package. They don't have to do that. Number three, number four, excuse me. One of the most important things I think about it is people didn't listen to Jim. Listen to what this Jim said. This guy said when talking to him. Dan Ayub mentioned about there should be more than one version of D&D.
In the market at one time.
Think about that. What does that tell you?
It's a pivot from where they've been for, since forever, honestly. At least since 4E. And my understanding is that 5E, apparently, 5E, 2014 5E, is not available from any distributor. And you can apparently, in many markets, sell your books for more than cover price.
Yeah.
So they're going at a premium. I am a real grognard. I'm not.
You know what? Let's go. I'm gonna check eBay right now.
You do that.
Mm-hmm. Well, while you're doing that, I'll gotta fill in our spare time here with a quick little story. I sent this to you, Don, that there was a guy down in Florida. They had a hailstorm come through, and he was worried that it would destroy the sunroof on his car. So he covers himself in this gigantic quilt, jumps on the car, and he's like flailing around as the hail's coming around down, trying to protect the sunroof.
Just use the giant quilt.
Yeah, he just needs the quilt. He doesn't have to be on top of the actual car.
I'm going to use my body. I'll take the broken bones, but I'll protect my sunroof.
Exactly.
My car will take dozens of dings, but my sunroof will be fine.
They're actually looking at 5E here. They're actually pretty reasonable right now, Eric. Player's handbook for like you can get the player like one of the player's handbooks for $31.40. Buy it now. You can get 4 core books: Player's Handbook, Dungeon Master's Guide, Screen, and Monster Manual. Guy wants $130. Your best offer. Xanthar's Guide to Everything. Buy it now for $21.
Well, but I'm talking about the core books, and when I'm saying markets, I'm talking about retail stores, hobby shops are buying them at basically cover price and reselling them at a nice markup.
That's crazy, man.
That tells you that the turnover to 5E 5.5 is certainly not what was expected.
Well, BD Squirrel says, I have no faith in WOTC. They run by Kool-Aid and colored hair weirdos that have pieces of metal shoved in their faces and are taking too many SSRs. I'll put it this way, and I'm going to be a dick here. You know what? My daughter likes to color her hair a little bit. My daughter has a nose piercing, and my daughter's right now in RN school. So she is far from being Kool-Aid colored weirdo. So
well,
we'll move on.
We have people with extremist beliefs on all sides, but here I will address one thing.
I don't doubt it.
Washington State, you don't go into a company and fire everybody.
No,
it's impossible. However, you can go into a company and make people do the work that you expect of them, and a lot of times that means that it's not what they signed up for.
Yeah.
Sparky says the trash talk is insulting to Luke Gygax and people like Jay Scott who poured years and years of life into Greyhawk. You know what? The thing is Greyhawk is owned by Wizards of the Coast.
Yes.
Period. It isn't owned by Jay Scott. It's not owned by Joe Block. As much as I love the guy, these are people who write and create content and or develop content based upon Wizards of the Coast product that they own. And they get them getting Luke into this. This is how I look at it. Gary Gygax is not my dad.
No.
It's Luke's dad. And Luke has done a damn fine job of honoring his dad's legacy with Gary Con. And if Luke is okay with whatever happened behind closed doors, then you know what? It's nobody's fucking business about it. Luke is okay with it. Luke
I'm
wants to move on with that company. Then you know what?
I'm gonna say this. Professor DM had a video up today, and I love Dan's stuff, and Dan addressed that, and he said, according to Luke, Dan Ayub twice personally apologized for the treatment of his father by the company. Now, it's not for me to forgive Dan Ayub for the slight to somebody else's father.
That's
It's
right.
for that family to make that decision. And apparently, they've made that decision. So that's a fight that I am not going to take.
That's right.
Okay, if if they are saying, you know what, we're good now, then that fight's over. There's other fights you can fight, and that's fine. And there's other hills to plant your flag on.
Yeah.
But people, I saw a comment on Facebook a couple of days ago. Uh, is this something that the Gygaxes should forgive? It's not for. Who are we to decide?
Everybody
It's not on us. Yeah, we're far enough into it. That's fucking arrogant to think that the Gygaxes need your permission to make a business deal. Need your permission to say,
you're
we're
going to have tons of people who are out there in their armchair trying to predict stuff and call stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Fugly says, does franchise mean we get a Dragon Burger or Burger King? No, Fugly, and all due respect, what franchise means is that they're giving smaller companies licenses for product. Stay patient. Good things are happening. Trust me.
Although a Dragon Burger would be nice.
Dragon Burger would be nice. Guild Channel 7423 says they may own Dungeons and Dragons, but they don't own role-playing genre. You know what? You're 100% correct. But you know what? They do own Dungeons and Dragons, and how they choose to take the course of it is their company decision. And you know what I think happened? I think someone at Hasbro said, we are fucking that thing. Also, per Jim Kitchen, Dan Ayub admitted that WOTC totally fucked over the 50th.
Yes.
So the thing is this is how I look at this. Do I agree with everything WOTC does? No. But have I in the last year learned that they're steering in the right direction? Absolutely I have, as some other companies. Be patient. Good things are happening. Don't believe Dan Ayub. Fine. But the thing is that's Dan Ayub is taking, I think, the company in a very good direction.
Well,
I really do.
I have more hope than in a long time. Now, fans are
absolutely.
Dan should not have had to apologize for the past grievances. It's an odd move. We have people here in the chat that are demanding, at least last night, that Dan has to apologize for everything his predecessors did, and yet now we're saying he shouldn't have to apologize for what his predecessors did. You can't please the whole gaming community, and he's gonna learn that, by the way, which is a shame, but it's true.
And BD Squirrel says, to me, 5e isn't D&D. It's a poorly written JRPG with the D&D names. Absolutely. You know what? And Squirrel, you have absolutely the right to think that, because everybody's independent. But you know what? There are hundreds of thousands of kids and young adults that love 5e. D&D is what they are, what it is. And at the end of the day, this is the magic of Dungeons and Dragons that people are missing, I think. And a lot of people in groups. Do you like the current edition? No? Okay, fine. Play the edition that you like.
Yeah. I think you got hit with the Ty Beard is being Ty Beard took it to 11. He did a Spinal Tap impression of being a total ass. And I think you were hit with the scatter shot as an after effect.
I think this whole thing is kind of surprised, because this is kind of a gift to us because of what they did with Gygax and all that kind of stuff.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Sparky says it's right. He says that's exactly it. I don't think Luke would be involved if they weren't going in a good direction. Same for Jay Scott and the others. This is the thing I think that people this says it. Luke, if okay, like him, hate him, love him, despise him, Luke Gygax knows D&D. Luke Gygax knows how to entertain people who like D&D. And Luke will not, I guarantee Luke is not the type to put his name to anything that touches his integrity. This guy's a retired lieutenant fucking colonel from the army. You know, you don't get lieutenant colonel being a jack off. And the thing is he's a smart man. He is picky about his dad's legacy. Again, I will say, working with Tim Kask, who Luke absolutely adores, it took us work to get Luke to agree to let us put Gary Con on Lost Adventures of Gary Con. So Luke is ultra, ultra careful. And if Luke is okay with the apology, so am I.
Yeah.
And if Luke is going to get involved, I bet you Melfs is going to be a good book. But I don't think Melfs is going to be for 5.5 or 5e people. I think it's going to be for something else.
If I was a betting man, I would say your odds are a good 50-50 that it's going to be more system neutral, or edition neutral, I should say, not system neutral.
Mm-hmm.
Edition neutral, and then likely D&D Beyond to give you your 5.5, your 5e.
And Thaius, you know what? I'm not knocking you, and I don't think anyone's about you faulting you to be cautious. Absolutely be cautious. But I'll tell you what, last night I was watching that show. I did not say a word because I would have got myself in trouble. I was like, Jim Kitchen was just talking so nice and calm and trying to tell people, you know, people were taking it out on Jim, like Jim somehow is responsible for this. And Kitchen just did a wonderful job of telling people what he heard. He's trying to let the gaming community know what the president of D&D, controlling D&D, is trying to said to him in a over 5 hours together.
5.5 hour after dinner over drink session. And by the way, I had other people that were there as witnesses, because this was like the platinum badges. I've never had a platinum badge at this con, but whatever. You know, I was getting reports like, oh my God, this. And so, again, I understand the cautious optimism. If I'm going to go with the glass half full, glass half empty, yep. I'm going to go glass half full at the moment.
Half full, yeah.
But listen, it's still the same glass, right? It's just your perspective that you're looking at it.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm looking at the same glass. My perspective is a little bit different because of, even like Sparky was saying, the knowledge that he knows might be similar to what we know. We might actually have totally different knowledge. But there's a lot of things that are in the works, but you don't turn a ship of this size on a dime.
Yep. And Fantasy Grounds Academy says something very, very, very true here. Dan should not have apologized for past grievances. It's an odd move. No, it's not an odd move. What it is, it's a move of integrity. It's a man going, I'm the head of this company, and because I'm the head of the company, I take responsibility even for what a little bit has happened before, and I'm going to be man enough to look at another man in the face and say, I was wrong. I apologize. And that takes character.
Right. Even we were wrong. You know, that should never have happened to you. It wouldn't have happened under my watch.
You know, I'm glad he did that. I'm glad he did that. But it still kind of blows me away that like WOTC is doing all this, because if people remember history, the reason they bought WOTC was to get magic. They didn't really care very much about D&D at all. I remember that too.
Thaddeus says, Jim was a wee bit of an ass last night. He lost me when he told me to fuck off for being cautious. I don't, the thing is he was being dogpiled, Thaddeus, by a lot of people. And I think the fuck off comment was more broadly meant, because the thing is the comments were really, really wrong last night. I'm actually surprised Eric did not start removing people from the chat.
I was getting close to it, and why I was telling people to calm down, which I very rarely have to.
Yeah,
but I, I know the people that were getting the most rambunctious. I know them often personally, quote, in real life. And it's like, oh, come on, man. I gave you a nice little warning in the chat. Just make my life easier. Okay? That's all I ask. Make my life easier. And again, Jim and Mike, and listen, everybody on the screen right now, guess what? Nobody's getting paid. We do this out of love of the hobby and because we enjoy being part of this community and giving back to the community. And when people that are giving back to the community get abused by other members of the community, because again, internets, it's a shame.
Yeah.
And listen, I've mentioned this earlier to someone else, but Jim's reaction, if it had been directed at me, if the vitriol had been directed at me, the Bronx Cop from the late '90s would have come out, and if you were in my presence, you would be getting a wood shampoo. And if you need to know what a wood shampoo is, you can figure it out.
Yep.
Okay. It was over the top. And I know people like Ty. I like Ty personally. But people like Ty enjoy doing the winding. And I understand it because my father was like that and still is occasionally. Likes to do the winding and then walk away and let it be somebody else's problem. And this time it became other people's problems because he wound up Jim. And
I'll tell you what, Jim is hard to wind up like that.
He is. But, you know, and I'll be honest with you, there's stuff that Jim was privy to that I am not privy to. But if he's privy to if I'm privy to half the stuff that he is, I'm looking at it and going, wow, we're in a better spot than we've been since Hasbro bought out WOTC.
Yep. That's bona fide.
Okay. Does that mean it's going to work out that way? No. I'd like it to. I think that's the intentions, but I will give the caveat. Okay, you ready for the caveat? The best intentions of Dan Ayub are going to rely upon whether he can right the ship and make it profitable, and how much time he has to make it profitable. We're not privy to. My understanding, he has a very, very, very long leash on what he can and cannot do without approval.
Yes.
Extremely long. But that being said, there's going to come a time when they're going to call him to account and say, all right, you promised A, B, and C. Where are we at? And if he doesn't accomplish it, his best intentions might come to naught. But we shall see. I personally am excited about what is in the works. And if you had, again, for the betting man, I would have put a month's pension down that we would have gotten more announcements than we did at GaryCon. And I'm very disappointed that we didn't, but they'll come. So I would have lost a month's pension. Because I would have been like, that's a sure bet. It's where they got it. It just has to. So,
hey.
Okay, I need to take a sip now.
He's talking to WOTC now.
Yeah. Hello?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, yes,
sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah. Hello. We have problems with your ogre.
Oh, God.
By the way, I love Evenstar. I ran that as my starting campaign or starting hook a couple of times. Back in my college days when I ran multiple campaigns, both in college and at home. So, yeah, that was a great one. That was like the Forgotten. That was like the B2 of the Forgotten Realms. It was pretty good.
Nice.
Sarissa.
Oh, okay.
Was that WOTC?
No. No. My attorney.
Uh-oh.
Oh, dear.
Oh no, it's good.
Okay, good.
I hope MB Meyer can make maps. Okay. You know what? Who knows what's going on? The thing is with with Luke is earlier someone said a really good comments. They said something to the effect of Luke's a good businessman. He would not be doing this, type thing. But also keep in mind, Luke wants to protect the Gygax name. Hell, the guy went to court for it
Yes.
to take it over from the widow, and as Tim Cass called her, and all of that. So, by the way, I want to announce something real quick, kind of off the cuff here. Okay, I've already talked to Jim Wampler about it. I might have mentioned it to you, Eric. Not sure,
Maybe,
Glenn.
yeah.
Might have to you. We are going to put together a special video here in the next week or so on the vlog, and it's going to be kind of like a Tim Kask memorial video. We're going
Okay.
to have Jim Wampler. We're going to have other people. Anybody is welcome to come on for a few minutes, tell a Tim Kask story, how you met him, maybe something you gained with him. Doesn't matter. You can, no matter who you are, let us know. I'll give you my PM. You can PM me. We'll give you or post the link publicly, and you can come in for a few minutes. My only thing is this is, don't be a jerk. This is about, celebrating Tim Cass. So if you got a problem with Tim Cass, don't click the link. And because you'll be removed immediately and banned from my channel and probably a few others. But, we're just going to put a nice video together. We're going to announce it. We're going to have me, Jim Wampler, of course, probably Eric, Glenn, and Steve, and others. And anybody is welcome to come in. Anybody, tell a Tim Cass story real quick. How how you met him, maybe you gained with him. And the whole point of the video is to have something out on the internet that honors the man, because the man deserves to be honored. So I'm already talked to Angela's going to be on it, bunch of other people. So
Yeah, I just shared the link. That's what we did at TotalCon, the short memorial for Tim there.
That's what gave me the idea.
Yeah, no, it was a really good thing, and I didn't go to the memorial expecting that I was going to get up there and talk. But if you watch this channel, I can't shut up. So
I wouldn't have been able to get in front of
Oh,
people.
I was getting emotional at the end.
It was too soon.
Yeah.
January was way too soon for me personally.
But
Thea says Dan shouldn't apologize, but there's strong case for WOTC needing to. Well, Dan is the face of Dungeons. He's the head of Dungeons and Dragons. He's the dad. He's responsible. That's the way it goes. I raised 2 stepgirls. Guess what? If one of my stepkids, I never called my stepkids, but if one of my 2 stepdaughters broke the neighbor's window, I wouldn't be calling the biological dad to come.
No.
I would go next door as the dad.
Right.
And that's the same thing that Dan is taking in. Thing is the fact that he's the head of WOTC. It's his responsibility. The buck stops at him. Because if D&D does not do well, it's his ass.
That's right. It's all on his.
I'm gonna. So Dan, the second edition, it was mostly going to be a cleanup, more professional look, digest sized. Wasn't going to be very many major changes. It was more of hey, Eric's not laying this out. I got an actual professional layout going on, and real art, not like a stock cover art, although the artists would have been the same, James Shields. But it got derailed. And then, listen, I expect that you'll be hearing more adjacent to that, but not directly adjacent. Just stand by. Just wait. Take a deep breath.
Yeah, you got your whole life,
So, RPG Grandma is in the house.
Oh, she is.
But
nice. She's right. It's nice having people who love D&D working on it rather than haters.
Yeah, exactly.
And I think that's a huge thing too. And again, anybody who thinks that Dan's going to go to WOTC and just going to go, I'm Donald Trump, you're all fired. It doesn't work that way. No. Maybe it works that way in Florida and Texas. We can come in and let everybody go. This is Washington State.
Yeah,
and it It's a process, but you can still change the environment, and then it becomes like an environment that certain people but like. Maybe I need to go work at Paizo. Oh, that's right. Paizo probably has no openings anyway because they're not making money. Damn.
What a cut.
Well, you don't know what you had until you don't have it, right? Like Mike Merles. I don't think Mike Merles was appreciated for what he did for D&D until he was no longer in charge of D&D, and we saw what came in afterward.
Yes.
Yeah.
So the pendulum doth swing.
Yep. And I think that the pendulum is swinging in a good direction right now. I really
Right.
do.
Just get your balls out of the way because they'll hit hard if you get in the way.
Exactly.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Real quick, RPG Grandma says, I used to play, I couldn't go there. Magic is having its own problems. She's right. You are 100% right, RPG Grandma.
Yep.
They really stepped on some naughty things and did some naughty things. Yeah, Brass Monkey, exactly. Just what RPG Grandma was saying.
So, I mean, about Dragonlance, I am hearing whispers about Joe Manganiello being happy, whatever that means. So we shall see if maybe
Isn't he a big Dragonlance freak?
Oh, he is a huge Dragonlance freak. He wrote a screenplay,
Mm-hmm.
and it was all getting ready to go, and then and we have to remember too that some of the issues with recent Dragonland stuff is that Weiss and Hickman weren't kind of following along with the expectations of the current leadership at that point of WOTC. But now they seem to be much happier.
Yeah.
So, if you can read tea leaves however you want, you can roll the bones and read the bones. You can pull out your tarot card deck. I'd rather just see which way the wind is blowing.
Sebastian Expander says something interesting. Sebastian says the one thing WotC needs to remember is hard-earned trust. It's really easy to lose it, extremely difficult to earn it back. You're right, but the thing is I am willing to say, listen, I don't like 5e. I certainly don't like 5.5. But I'm willing to sit back and give something else a chance. What the hell? Maybe I'll like it. Maybe they'll do something that's, maybe it's something that has an OSR feel. You never know.
Well,
they might bring something back from the past. Never know.
it's been a long time since the grognards and the people who support the older editions get some good press, if you know what I mean.
Yep.
It's a long time since that, because mostly it's like, 5e.
And I will say another thing. You all can hate WotC, but you know what? They got the OGL, and they're generous because they're allowing a lot of leeway of creation, people being creative with their product.
Right. They opened it up to Creative Commons, which is more generous than the OGL and less generous than the OGL, depending on which way you're looking at it.
Well, back in third edition, the OGL was designed to get more people to make more stuff.
Yes.
For D&D, and we just took and saying, okay, we'll create stuff for all kinds of D&D, all editions. They didn't expect that.
Matt Sherman says something I agree with him. He says, please don't change the canonical Greyhawk. Acknowledge the creation by Gary and others. I don't think Luke would get involved if they weren't going to sit there and somehow
acknowledge Gary. I'm going to work on this, but we're not going to acknowledge my father. All right. I'll put 2 months pension down that Gary Gygax is mentioned in the foreword for this book.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to guess many of the original players from Gary's campaign are going to get a shout out.
Yep.
Okay.
And Pentagon says something. He says, respect to Tim Cass, miss videos. Yeah, I miss his videos. I miss him.
Yep.
I miss sitting on his back porch eating grilled fucking hot dogs and him bitching that I better not ever make a boiled hot dog for him.
No boiled hot. None of those dirty water dogs.
Fuck no. hot dogs don't get boiled; they get on the grill. They get grilled. You don't
Now,
boil
I
those
can,
fucking
yeah,
things.
I've never, and even grill. I mean, I get on my family's ass. It's like, you want that? No, it's not burned. I want it
I like
burned.
I like a well done hot dog on the grill. And I'll tell you something,
Thick
Tim.
skin.
Well, Tim didn't. This is the thing about Tim. Tim had a special butcher he went to, a German butcher, to get his hot dogs.
I want the Kalema hot dog.
Yes, he wanted not like he said, not store bought. He was very, very animated and proud whenever he started talking about where he got his hot dogs from.
I get my Venus from the Venus.
Yep, he would sit there with his little. I want to know something. I
I'd
gotta
love to
ask
have
Jim
a picture
Wampler,
like that.
whatever happened to his little pot pipe? Because it was his pipe from the '70s. He was still using it.
Wow.
And I'm like, Tim, you know how much resin you probably have in that? You scraped that out. You probably got resin from '73 in there. And he's like,
Yeah,
you want to hit it? I'm like, I can't, Tim. He's like, okay, you sure? Yeah. God, I miss that man. I freaking miss him, man. I'm serious, people. You got to know that man personally to the point where you sat on the back porch with him. He was not grumpy. He was a legitimately loving, good man. I'll tell you, Tim was a hell of a good guy.
I found out being grumpy, most grumpy guys just want everybody around them to use their brains, like he does. The guy was a good thinker.
Good tinker. Not a tinker.
Thinker, not tinker.
Not a tinker. Not a tinker. Oh, I was still
Maybe a little bit of stinker, but he's a very.
wait. That's usually what Rage calls me. Oh no, the big stinker. That's right. What can I tell you, Mashug? Tim. So, other than that,
Is Wampler coming to WizardCon? That's a good question.
What's that?
Matthew wants to know, is Jim Wampler coming to WizardCon?
No, Jim can't. Jim is slammed with work, and Jim cannot make it to WizardCon this year. He's got work going on and all that. Jim is doing the cover for James Michael Spahn's new RPG. I'm doing the layout of it. So he's, Jim's busy with that.
You probably see him in North Texas.
You're probably going to see me at North Texas.
Yeah.
Oh, I love these shows. Boy, do I love these.
It's been an animated chat.
It has been an animated chat. By the way, on my channel we have 53 people live in the chat. I'm gonna say short of, I think when we had like Luke Gygax on, it hit like 93. Last night we had like 51 at one point, but I think 53 might be the largest for one of my single channels. So I thank everybody.
Well, on the overall, we have 71.
That's
on the overall.
Pretty damn impressive. And I am very humbled that
yes,
you all are willing to listen to me yap 4 or 5 days a week, sometimes more. Oh wait, we got
to avoid it.
Don't forget Tuesday afternoons at 1:00.
Yes.
Foogly says, Eric, do I remember Tim Cass being live on your TT show in the past?
I don't.
Was it Tim? I've done like 3 live interviews with Tim on mine.
Yeah, I don't think we had Tim on.
I don't think you've had Tim on. I know, like I said, I know he's been on. I know he did an interview with Tom at Tabletop Taproom,
right?
And he's done 3 interviews on my channel.
Yeah, I don't think I ever had Tim on the show. I probably could have had, because I spoke to him enough times on the phone when we were talking about the Gygax stuff. But no, and actually it reminds me, old timers, I got to talk to Mike because we got to get Diesel on. We got to get Alan Hammock on. These are just gentlemen that I'd love.
Man, you got to definitely you have to get Diesel on, you've got to do that.
Yeah, no, Diesel has stories, and most of his stories are shareable.
Ooh, that's good.
No, yeah, no, there's that little like, can we share them? Yeah, you can actually share most of Diesel's stories. So that's the great stuff. But we've said this on Talking Crit on Wednesdays, but I'm going to repeat it now because WizardCon's coming up in a month, a little bit less, and conventions are where you get to meet people from this hobby.
That's right.
But not just the old guard, and not just the current creatives or influencers or whatever, but other players like you. Okay, we wall ourselves off on the internet. We forget sometimes about that human connection, and that's one of the reasons why we do these live streams, so you can get some of that human connection.
Mm-hmm.
But go to a convention if you're
Yes.
if you're in the area of Battle Creek. Consider, even if it's just stopping by for a day.
Yeah, just a day pass.
Right.
$22 gets you in all the gaming, everything, vendors, all of it. Nothing.
Well, and I'm gonna surprise you with something here. So I believe everybody on the screen right now is going to be at WizardCon.
Yes.
But everybody that was on the screen last night, Mike and Jim, are going to be at WizardCon.
Yes.
Zach Glazer is going to be at WizardCon, formerly of Frog Eye Games. So you're going to have a lot of people.
Damn, no, I'm nervous, man. Bad Mike, Jim.
Yeah,
you're going to at my little convention. They're not going to be very impressed.
You're going to have Joe Block.
Yep.
You're going to have
Merle Rasmussen.
If you watch these channels, you're going to get a chance to actually come up, shake her hand. Now, what I'm going to be doing, by the way, where is my guy?
Hey, Death Angel Shadow. I know you're going to unfriend me and hate my guts for the rest of my life. I love ketchup on hot dogs. Oh, that's cool. That's cool.
I'm going to be bringing the 10 Cards Tavern D6s.
All right.
10 Cards Tavern business cards. I'm going to be passing these out. If you play in a game with me, you'll definitely get one. But otherwise, you'll probably have to find me at the bar. Yep. But no, seriously. I mean, that's what community is about. And it's making those connections. I am blessed that I have the support of this community and that you all are willing to let me yap. But we can all yap in person. I prefer the back and forth anyway.
Yeah, Matt Wampler can't come to WizardCon this year just because of his work schedule, or he would have sucks.
It hurts me a bit because that's the only time I can see you guys and say hey and sit down and all that. So hey, that's the curse of the internet.
The thing is, I'm not even talking about my con. I'm talking about Central New York, CNYK, North Texas, all these cons that are right around the 500-600 under. Support them. You know what I mean? Go to a convention, have fun. I mean, where else can you spend seriously $25 for a day or $55 for an entire weekend of gaming and fun, meeting cool people, meeting from gaming past, all of that. And this year we were more selective. I'd say 95% of our vendors are all gaming related.
Cool.
So yeah, or some type of fantasy type gaming, sci-fi gaming related.
I love the hot sauce from last year. Oh my god!
They're back this year. Goblin hot sauce.
Let me throw a monkey wrench in there for North Texas. It's like we're telling them come to the con, come to the con.
It's sold out.
North Texas is sold out of tickets,
but you can still walk up.
Yeah, walk up.
You can still walk up. They're not turning people away. It's just that they are currently sold out of pre-sale tickets.
Yeah.
Yes.
So just let I want to make that clear.
Hey, this guy still got tickets, don't you?
No, we're doing a walk-up.
Oh, really?
We weren't sure because of my wife's schedule. My wife is renewing her teaching license this year, so she has to renew it every so often and requires like PD, they call it personal development and all that. So I wasn't sure of her summer schedule. But Death Angel Shadow, I agree. Hot, nice, good baked beans on a hot dog is excellent. Absolutely, I agree with you fully. I'm gonna shove a hot dog in Glenn's face with baked beans on it.
This is why it better be a burned hot dog.
It'll trust me. I'll put
Bang, bang to
I
crisp.
want those tough skin hot dogs. You know.
Yep. Get you some nice Michigan Kogel, real skinned hot dogs. Yep.
You know what I do is I slice them down the middle and I put Louisiana hot sauce on them before I grill them.
I've got the hot sauce in my fridge right now.
There you go. There you go.
Louisiana hot sauce and Texas.
Oh my God! This trip's going to be a smorgasbord of food, I guess.
I'm gonna be taking you to a place called Metzger. Steve, you want to go to Metzger's with me and Glenn? Me and Steve will take you to Metzger's restaurant. It's a German place. I-94 exit 60. They've been in business for like 90 years. The same German families owned it.
There you go.
When you walk in, the guy who owns the place has only one arm. No, one hand. It's like cut off right here.
He lost it in the meat cutter. I'm just somebody had that with their
And I found it in the beans.
Yeah, no, don't worry, it made it to the worst.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh.
Dan Tesh, I met Diesel at Gary County. Spent 20 seconds signing my deities and demigods and drawing a little dragon doodle in 20 minutes. Yeah, he's quick, man.
Great. That is great. Great guy.
I'll tell you what, just like at TotalCon, not last year, the year before, TotalCon, you met so many awesome people at TotalCon. And I, of course, have to brag. I won the one of one. Yep. There's only one of them. The one of one big print signed by.
Wow.
Diesel. And, yep, so I have the only one in the world. One of one. I actually had a certain guy on Facebook who is into RPG groups offer me $2,000 for it, and I told him no. Yep. He offered me $2,000. First, he offered me $1,000. I said no. He offered me $1,500. Then he says, "I know how to buy it. I'll give you $2,000 for it." I was like, "Nope." One of one.
Wow.
Yep.
Unbelievable.
Yep. And it's documentable because he put it on his Facebook picture of me and him doing it. So, and I got a screenshot of that forever to go with the print if someone ever questions the authenticity of it.
Good. Should be a good time.
Fugly says hot dogs need chili, cheese, and onions, maybe jalapenos and mustard. Ketchup is just right. Red. You know what? I don't like cheese and onions on my hot dogs. I'll do chili.
Okay.
I'll do maybe jalapenos. Not
chili
bad
with cheese.
I just can't do it. I just can't.
I listen. I like the New York stewed onions, but I also like fresh red onions chopped up. Oh my God,
my wife loves chopped onions on hot dogs. Chopped onions, mustard, and ketchup. No, I do the relish and all that. Listen. You know what? It's a hot dog. Do the hot dog your own way. That's the rule, per the vlog of many things.
So what you're saying is there's no bad wrong dog?
I don't think
hot dog with a toasted bun.
Oh, yeah, there's nothing wrong with that. I agree with you fully. Yeah. Hot dog with toasted bun.
You don't want a steamed bun?
Slather it with the brown mustard, the deli mustard.
I don't like the brown mustard.
I love the deli mustard.
No, I like the yellow mustard. Where'd you go? Where'd you live by, Pentagon? Battle Creek, Michigan. What town did you live close to there? I'm curious. Dan Tesh says, I'm going to WizardCon too. Thank you, Dan. Appreciate it, man. Look forward to meeting you in person. Me and Scott Mulder and my wife is going to be there running the con. Eric, I'm sure, will be doing some lives and some other things, and
I'll be doing
one thing or another. I don't know.
Yep, Glenn's doing and you can go to wizardcon.com and sign up for it. Glenn is doing a specialty game. We feed you. It's in a private room. There's drinks, all of that provided. Glenn's doing the game, doing the DMing. We got Mark.
I'm sure I got others up my sleeve that I can play too.
Yeah, exactly.
During the con, I just haven't put anything up.
RP Shigamo says, "Have you ever had sweet and sour hamburgers?" I don't know, RP Drama, because I might have, because I do sweet pickle relish on my burgers with ketchup and mayonnaise. Oh yeah! Oh my god, I love those burgers. In fact, tonight me and my wife had hamburgers, and on my burger I had nice little bunch of ketchup. Shut up, Glenn. And also I had sweet pickle relish on my burger and mayonnaise on the side, and I dipped it in the mayonnaise, Glenn. It was good. It was awesome. I'm gonna do that right in front of you while you're over, just to
No
fuck with you.
ketchup, no nothing sweet on my dog.
See, that's all. But everybody to their own.
Oh, by the way, Dan Tesh, thank you. I'm glad he signed up for the one game. I got to put another one up.
Well, what you're doing, that's the specialty game that you're doing. Along
Oh,
with
he
private and
was
women.
talking to North Texas.
Oh, okay.
I
Never
think
mind.
I owe them another game.
RPG Grandma says, awesome German food. Metzger's is awesome. And yes, their potato salad is warm at Metzger's in Michigan.
It reminds me.
They're a German family, literally.
Well, wait. Is it the oil and vinegar potato salad, not the mayo?
Yep.
Yeah, right.
Yes.
Then one was okay.
Yep.
Becky's going to be making me egg salad, which is I'm looking forward
Nice.
to.
Yeah,
And
no,
so-
Metzger's is like they're, and I'm not exaggerating. They've been in like business for 90 years. Same family through the entire thing. They use all those authentic recipes. They got no bullshit on their menu. If you want a hot dog or hamburger because you don't like German food, don't go to their fucking restaurant because they serve German food strictly.
Well, hot
And I'll
dogs.
tell you what,
Hot dogs are German food.
their schnitzel with Jaeger sauce, German potato salad on the side with sauerkraut. My
Ugh,
go-to.
Sauerkraut. Ugh,
Oh my God, yes.
I
Their
hate.
sauerkraut is like so mild. It's really, really good. It's vinegary.
I'm very anti-vegetable. That's one of the reasons.
Oh, you might not like the cooking at my house because we do a lot of meat. Every night we do meat, but I do a lot of veggies. I love vegetables.
Look, I can eat a salad. That's no problem.
BD
but
Squirrel
that's
says I
not-
like spicy mustard, sauerkraut, onions, and chili on hot dogs. Ha! If available, kosher dill pickles on top.
Dun dun.
You know what, Glenn? I like you. So you know what I'm going to do just for you?
Sa-
I'm going to buy some deli fucking mustard just for Glenn Hallstrom to come to my house so Glenn can have it a couple fucking times and I'll have an entire jar in my fridge to rot and I'll throw it away in about 3 years.
Hey,
Right? They won't let me
show
take it on-
pipe, so that works.
They won't let me take it on the plane, will they? Damn.
But you know what? Me, you, we got a 3-way date. Me, you, and Steve are going to take you on a Metzger's trip. Right,
Okay.
Steve?
Yep. You've been promising me that anyways.
No, all
Okay.
right. One of my big things is chili. I like a good chili.
Oh, then we'll do me. I don't know, Steve. Steve, you're welcome to come. We'll take your ass to Detroit, and I know a couple of chili dog places in Detroit that serve chili on the side.
Yeah, I'm just saying, a nice big
Oh.
bowl of chili with cheese on it, and man.
No better yet. I'll do even better. I'll make you my homemade chili.
You know what? We don't blew me away. I went to one restaurant here in Oklahoma that served chili, and I was like, "This is great. What's different about this?" Is they put mustard in it, and it's like, "You put mustard in chili?" And I started doing it. I said, "Damn, that even kicks it up. That kicks it up even farther."
Yeah, you'll like my homemade chili. I'll do some homemade chili for you. I'll feed you some homemade chili. I'm not joking. I think you'll get a kick out of my chili.
You're being very hospitable.
I am a very hospitable guy. I'll even have ice cold rock and rye in my refrigerator just for you.
Oh,
I just won't tell my doctor.
We won't say a fucking thing, okay?
yeah, rock and riot.
What happens in
What
Happens
happens
Battle
on
Creek,
Wagner Drive
Battle Creek.
stays on Wagner Drive.
Okay, what happens in Battle Creek stays there.
Exactly. My poor orc child says I grow green onions. My wife and daughters used to do before they all kind of went off on their own, and they did a big garden every year. Always did green onions, jalapenos, red bell peppers, they did cabbage, they did tomatoes. Man, I used to be able to can stuff. You go on my Facebook, you see I used to can all the stuff. Now I got to go to Horrocks and buy it. Oh, I'll take you to Horrocks, Glenn. Steve knows what Horrocks is, don't you, Steve?
Mm-hmm.
Glenn, your mind will be blown. It's a Mexican place that sells everything from lobster to vegetables to a beer garden to you name it, they got it. And they even
check out
can
the
their
cheese
own
room.
homemade stuff.
Yeah,
You know,
check out the cheese room.
I'm starting to feel like the country cousin who's coming to the city.
There you go.
I'm gonna blow your fucking mind.
I'm gonna blow your mind, man. Gonna blow it.
I guess we're going to have you and your wife out here so I can do the same thing to you.
Absolutely.
I know some good places out here. Some pretty great.
Dan Tesh says, Glenn, I actually signed up for the Gangbusters game you're running at North Texas. Excellent.
Yeah.
And then Tim Cafferty says, is anyone currently DMing a classic module? I just started DMing in one against the Cult of the Reptile God. Oh, nice.
That's only a fun one. Yes, Dan, I'm doing a tavern chat, so I'll be bouncing out in a few minutes, and then
Okay.
then I'll be doing a bio break, and then I'll be hopping into the tavern chat.
Gotcha. Pentagon says Pleasant Lake, Michigan. Yeah, you were pretty close. Not too bad. So, Eric, real quick before you scoot, so you're going to be in the speakeasy tonight.
Yep.
You certainly
Real quick for people who do not know, Eric, to help spread word about your Discord. Tell us about your speakeasy real quick. What is it? Why is it?
The speakeasy is just a little home away from home for all the old school gamers, OSR gamers. We got about 2,300 members. There are days where it's very active, and there are days where you can hear a pin drop. But every Thursday night at 9 o'clock, we do hang out in our voice chat, speakeasy. Cameras are optional, but you appreciate it if you haven't.
And that is where?
That is at 10 Cars Tavern Discord.
Discord.
It's on the Discord. There's a link. If you go to any of my videos, there's a link in the description of all my videos. Listen, I'll be honest. I come in at 9. I fade out somewhere between 10 and 10:30, and I do not announce my departure because if I do, the room shuts down. My establishment is just lock up on your way out. I don't like to. Some conversation. I've seen these conversations like I get to use the bathroom, I have to go into bed and like, oh my god, it's 12:30. They're still going. So, wife aggro. I gotta balance it at some point. I do a lot of this stuff.
Gotcha. Real quick, RPG Grandma says this is the sweet and sour burger. It's mayo, sweet and sour sauce, bacon or ham, lettuce, tomato, pineapple ring, cheese, sweet pickle slices. Okay, you lost me at pineapple.
There was a place up in the Poconos about 20 years ago, Polar Burger, and they made something just like that. I think they also slathered a lot of mayo on top of it, but it was pretty much it was surprisingly good. I didn't think it would be. It was surprisingly good.
Pentagram says Battle Creek has a haunted lake called Gogwak Lake. Yes, Gogwak Lake. They usually have one person dying in it every single year.
Yep.
It's a really popular place to go swim.
Isn't that the baby from?
Yeah.
Never mind. That's Grogu. Okay.
RPG Grandma, before Eric you go, before you go have this in your mind. Blue cheeseburger must be on sourdough, bacon, blue cheese crumbles, grilled onion. Well, wait a minute. That might not be
that
bad.
That could be pretty good too.
Never mind. I gotta say, yeah. You know what? And my wife chimes in and says, Metzger Spätzle, yum. Yep. See, this is the thing.
Definitely Spätzle. Yes.
Yep. Glenn, we're taking you to Metzger's. Sorry, this is a man's trip.
You need some Spätzle.
We got to go three-way on this one. I love my wife to death.
On that note, I'm going to pick
you. Eric, thank you very much. But my wife loves me. As you can see, she says, I'll have to bring some home.
Yeah.
She knows it's a
I don't know.
Well, one thing I got to say about Spätzle is the first time I actually ever got a chance to eat it was at Schnitzelbank in Grand Rapids, and I was hooked immediately.
I warn you, though. I warn you.
There's a deli in Grand Rapids that we can take him to.
I love
Steve.
deli.
Which one?
Not Schnitz's. No, I think it's Schnitz's Deli. Yeah, Schnitz's Deli.
I warn you that I may be taking.
They make the big fucking New York fucking pastrami sandwiches.
I know, but I warn you, I may be taking a lot of doggy bags home.
Yes, take a bunch of them home. Yes,
for everything because of my stomach.
Oh, that's right. You know what? The nice thing about Metzger's though, you like when you order their schnitzel,
Uh-huh.
their schnitzel normally comes with two big schnitzel patties. You
Right.
can order a half,
Good.
but you'll still take a doggy back home.
I've dealt with that before. Yes.
But don't worry, I'll feed your ass. I'll make you some good fucking homemade food.
I'll be
We'll do
bringing
some
my
grilling and
my meds to eat. So
I'll be. We will smoke dead animal flesh in my smoker that I have. Right
you got a smoker? My dad had a smoker.
Yep, I got me a smoker. I smoke chicken. I smoke you name it. What do you want?
Well,
What kind of meat do you like smoked?
California. Well, my parents used to belong to the Compton Hunting and Fishing Club, and there was a lot of smoked salmon, I think.
The only thing that I don't cook and I don't smoke is fish because my wife is allergic to it.
Oh, sorry. But
So no, don't get me wrong. I love fish. We go to Red Lobster. That's
Smoked
where I
fish?
get my fish at. It's not the greatest, but it's decent. And my wife would do like Alfredo or something because they do that. And I always
I
get
could
like
go
the
in there
Admiral
and just
seafood.
eat a bowl of clam chowder.
Not me. You know what I really like?
I love clam chowder.
I like their
White
fried flounder, just the plain old white fish
Yeah, good.
flounder.
Yeah, they got some good fish in there.
Yeah, fried flounder, and I like with lemon on top of it. You know, and give me some red sauce and tartar sauce. I'll take both.
Right.
You're gonna go to Red Lobster.
What's the I can't think of the name of it. It's not celery, but it's kind of a green flake leaf thing that you put on top of fish.
Parsley?
Might be parsley, yeah. Yeah, that one you got to definitely have that too.
Yeah.
Okay. Well,
Ian mentions meat pies. You know what I'm going to do? Because I was in England as a young child. If we moved from overseas, when we moved from Iran, we moved to England. I'll make you some Yorkshire meat pies. My wife knows about those.
Oh, nice. I remember when I grew up in Long Beach, we were like right next to Lakewood, and I saw on Lakewood there was this
Hey, Rob.
pie maker. They make those. And my friend took me there one time. I was like, "Oh, I'm hooked."
Yep.
Oh man,
I make my pies I do the pie with mashed potatoes, fresh peas, and gravy. And I'll tell you what, you put that frickin' pie there upside down. You have to do it upside down. You sit there, you put the mashed potatoes put the gravy over it.
You mean you can't hold them and eat them like the other ones?
No, these are not. These are Yorkshire pies. These are a hot pie filled with meat, roast.
Right.
And,
Yeah,
they're hot though. They're not cold.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I know those are cold. Those are hot too. But
No,
yeah,
I know what you're talking about. They're almost like a folded calzone.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, no, these are a pie. These actually are like a pie.
Okay.
A pot pie, basically.
Yeah, I'll feed you good. Glenn, you'll walk away 30 pounds heavier you're coming to my house.
I'm good for that.
I used to make Yorkshire pudding all the time.
Oh, Yorkshire puddings. Yep, I got a lot of. If you look at my page, I got people like Bob Lewington, Adam Halford's on my page, John Ashton. They're all from England, and John Ashton always cooks now because his wife had a stroke, and he calls his house Ashton Towers, and he's always posting his food pics because he's not normally a cook, and he does Yorkshire pies every Sunday, and they look really nice.
Oh yeah.
Oh, my wife says, Glenn, we have also Kellogg Asylum, which is now the Federal Center. Yep, that's right. We have that here too.
We have what now?
It's called the Kellogg Asylum, which is now the Federal Center.
Oh,
the
right.
Federal Center used to be an asylum,
right.
For the Kellogg's family.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Where you got like treatments, like they give you like freaking oatmeal enemas and stuff. Back in the day.
Oh yeah. What was that stuff? Yorkshire pudding. What's the one with the meat in it?
Yorkshire pies.
No. The Yorkshire pudding where it's like a tray. It's like and you put sausages in it and cook it with.
Oh, you're talking about pig in a poke.
More or less, yeah.
Yeah.
Those I always wanted to try. One of these days, I keep trying to talk Becky into making them, but she's going, "What are you talking about?" Says,
no, they're really good. No, they're seriously good.
Before, yeah. So but it's probably not kosher anyway. So what the hell?
RPG Grandma says teriyaki burgers is what I say. I would try a teriyaki burger. I think it would be a good mix of the sweet and kind of savory and Sebastian's mother-in-law makes good spätzle. Yes.
Oh yeah. I have to. You come out here. I have to
love
take
parsley.
you to the lazy donkey. Some
Ooh,
of the
what's
best
that? Please
best Mexican,
do tell.
best Mexican food I've ever had.
Oh, you like Mexican food? Welcome to Battle
I'm
Creek.
learning. Yeah, there's here and there. I've got a couple of favorites. I'm usually a kind of a taco or that kind of guy.
Yep.
But they make some of the most incredibly tasted meat burritos that I open them up and eat them. Because I don't want the bread, but I just open up and eat, and they were great. And I said, why does this stuff taste better than the other stuff we have? And they said, well, we come from a different part of Mexico. They come more from more inland, and so they have different recipes. I said, I don't know what you're doing, but keep doing it.
Fugly says Toad in the Hole. Toad in the Hole is the one with the big sausages. They fit.
That's it. That's
is that
the
what you're talking about?
Yeah.
Okay, never mind. Yes, because Toad in the Hole has the big sausages.
Yeah.
Everything.
One of these days I'll try that. But like I said, it's probably not kosher. So.
Yep.
No,
it's not kosher. But on a serious note, if you like Mexican food, Battle Creek is the place to come because we have probably a dozen like legitimate mom and pop Mexican places. Really good Mexican food.
A bit.
Yep. Cameron Barker, welcome to the channel, says that WOTC president is full of crap. They ran out of money and now they want the fans back. WOTC's doing. I don't think so. I really don't think they're doing a deception check. I think they're legitimately trying to fix a problem.
Really?
RPG Grandma says, Toad in the Hole, yummy. Yes. Toad in the Hole, Yorkshire puddings, when they're done right, they got to puff up really good and collapse. That's a good Yorkshire pudding. Yeah. I love a good English breakfast. And it's got to have the blood sausage with it. I love the blood sausage with it.
It's so strange. I grew up in Southern California, and when I was older, I'd go to Disneyland when it was affordable. Me and my friend used to always go to this one place in New Orleans Square that was basically the Toad in the Hole, the Yorkshire. They're basically selling Yorkshire puddings. They were kind of hot, and they put sugar on it. Then you get a gin. They don't sell them anymore, but every time we go, it's like we take home like 6 of them and have them at home because they tasted so good. That's how I learned how to make Yorkshire pudding.
Nice. And there's a trick, and that's the thing. There's a trick to making Yorkshire puddings. RP Drinks is a good shepherd's pie. Yes, a good shepherd's pie. Poor Our Child says, I'm in California. We've got every Mexican food covered here. Yeah, Battle Creek does. For some reason, Battle Creek has been the center of Mexican. Yeah. And they like Horrocks and all that. I mean, really good. But we got other restaurants coming in now. Chris Moneymaker says, oops, hold on. Sorry about that, Chris. Every time I log in, you guys are talking about food. He meant food. I know he is. Hey, man, we just get to it because you know what? It runs in. Confessor, how you doing tonight? Thanks for coming on the channel.
He starts telling me what he's going to do when I get there, and then everybody opens up with food.
I'm sorry, man, but I'm serious. Me and Steve, I will pick you up. We will swing a little bit north. We'll pick up Steve. And we'll head on over and we'll take you to Metzger's and we'll have a few hours relaxing and just chilling. I'll buy you a big mug of beer. We'll sit back. We'll spend a good couple hours there chatting. They are wonderful people too. And they've got like German German pies and cakes and you name it. I mean, it's like the places, if you're into German food,
I'm honored.
Yeah.
Honored.
Fugly says, I can't imagine Mexican food in the North. I still remember smuggling burrito ingredients to Iowa from California because I tell you what, Battle Creek is this weird mecca. I'm being serious for Mexican food. And again, they're all mom and pops. Like these little mom and pop joints that you walk in and it's like, it's a mom and pop joint. But it's such good food. You know,
This is why. This is why I wanted to cancel the flight and get her to drive with me here, because she'd go crazy over the food.
yeah. Scott Mulder, say, Scott, how you doing tonight? He says we have excellent Mexican food here in Arizona. Yeah,
Yeah,
I mean, it's
Becky
just weird.
Becky likes the Tex-Mex stuff.
Gotcha.
She's
Um,
she was raised partially in New Mexico.
Okay. Oh yeah, she grew up on it.
Yeah.
Barbaric Yop says, I'll buy the Dragonlance book because it's Margaret Weiss. I'm not touching Greyhawk book there. You know what? I'm again, like we said earlier, I'm not going to say it's crap until I see it, because it's, I'll use the analogy my mom used to tell me when it came to food. Don't knock it till you try it. And I have tried many things that I knocked and went, wait a minute. That's actually not too fucking bad, man. You know? But Beady Squirrel says, I make excellent beef and lamb stews. That sounds really good.
I hated Mexican food when I was young because I couldn't find any of the good stuff.
Oh, Dickie Skull says, shout out to Battle Creek. My mother's people are from Marshall. Steve used to be from Marshall, right here.
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah. Yep.
And
The
Come stuck
Confessor
up here in
says,
Lansing.
yep. Confessor says, best food is simple. Meat, potato. I'm the same way. I'm a meat and potato guy, Confessor. I'm with you on this. I'm a good hearty stew, some nice crusty bread. Oh my God. Not butter. I like my bread plain, but give me, every time we make homemade bread,
Real
my wife
butter.
always gives me the heel.
We cannot have margarine around here. Becky was raised as a dairy. Her father was a dairy man. And
My wife's my wife's family's all cattle farmers.
really, wow.
Yeah, my
She
wife
was
grew up on a cattle
raised-
farm.
I mean, she said, "I'm not having any margarine in this house. It's got to be butter."
Yeah, my wife grew up on a cattle farm, showed cattle,
Wow.
thing,
We-
and
Us four have not got to get together somehow.
yep.
I got
And
a question.
my wife's in the freezer. We have a freezer in our garage. My wife has like 30 fucking things of or not margarine, but pure butter in there. She's like a butter freak because she's like, I gotta have real butter.
Yeah, same here. Same here now.
I got a question for Dickie Skull. If your mother's people are from Marshall, do you know what Schuler's is?
Bet you he does.
Uh-huh.
He says Dark Horse Brewery. If he says Dark Horse Brewery, Steve, he's got to know what Schuler's is.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
Oh, yeah, and a lot of people though that have been in Marshall but have been gone for a while don't know that Schuler's now has that hotel thing attached to it now.
Oh, do they? Is that thing's all connected now?
Yeah, they got a little hotel.
That's been around. Wait a minute. That's been around since Two Moon, though. They were connected.
No, that was after Two Moon that they did because before they had Schuler's and then they had the bar, but then since then they've done a hotel.
Oh, okay.
So
RPG Graham is making everybody hungry. RPG Graham, would you please stop making comments? You're making me flipping hungry, and I just had dinner.
This is why I wait for dinner until after the show.
That's right. Yeah, he says, good. Eat real butter. We had dairy too, not just beef cattle. Yeah, my wife, the first time I met my wife, the first time I had dinner, my wife made dinner for me going over house. We just started seeing each other not for too long. And she fed me like the real beef, like the raised on the farm and I'm not used to that. My mom always bought it from the store.
Oh yeah.
And it tasted so weird to me, like gamey. But that's the real beef. That's like grass-fed, like the best you can get beef, you know? So, and Dickie Skull, yeah, exactly. Why half-ass it? Dickie Skull says, butter makes everything better. Exactly.
She broke me on milk. I mean,
How so?
there are farms out here that sell it fresh.
Not pasteurized.
I mean, still, shake it up, pour it, and it's, oh my God, it's so good. But it's hard to get, but we get it.
Yeah, Chris Moneymaker talks about being a picky eater until he went to Greece. Yeah, moussaka and all of that. Oh my God, I could eat Greek food endlessly. There used to be a little mom and pop Greek place in Jackson many, many moon ago, and they shut down, sadly. Scott Mulder knows about Schuler's. Hell yes.
yeah.
Oh yeah. Wow, gaming and food.
Yeah. Hey,
that
man,
would be fun.
that's exactly what we are here, man.
I mean,
That's
this
exactly what
goes,
we
this
are.
goes beyond snacks during the game.
Mhm.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. I gave you the Schuler's website link. You can put that in the chat for us.
Oh, that's what you did. Never. I'm trying to find who in the hell's
What
talking
is,
to me.
what is it?
Schuler's.
Oh,
Yeah, because Dickie Skull was saying that I didn't know what Schuler's was, so I just got the link for it.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's in the chat.
yowza.
But well, it is 9:17, gentlemen. The chat has been very active tonight. Everybody, thank you very much for coming in.
Mm-hmm.
Whoa, Schuler's! I just
Yep,
pulled it up here.
Yep.
yep,
Yep. They got a bar, they got a restaurant, and now they've got a hotel too. So
yep.
Oh,
Happy
that's
Drama says slow cooker down and salsa, meat of your choice. Oh yeah, I bet you that'd be really good.
Mhm.
Confessor says, I won't hold on to the hate when it comes to anyone, least of all people making D&D. They amended fences with Luke. That's enough for me. If Gygax is willing to give him a second chance, so am I. You know what? That's me. Our wait and see approach. Don't knock it till you try it. You never know. You might like guacamole on your fucking tacos. I don't. I've tried them. I tried it. I didn't like it. I like not bad guacamole. I'm kind of like on the fence on it, but no.
well, here's a weird way to eat Mexican food, and I got started with this at Don Pablo's. Is I would take
many moon ago. Now it's a pot place closed down.
yeah, but they had that great big chicken real burrito of theirs, and I would bury it in ranch dressing, and it was so good.
Man, I could tell you at Don Pablo's, I could just take a stack of their frickin' tortillas with their fire bean dip. Give me that for dinner. It's game over,
Oh yeah,
man.
yep.
Scott Mulder took his prom date to Schuler or to Schuler's? No shit. Damn. You were baller back then, buddy.
Wow.
They're expensive. Yeah, same thing. I'm like gaining like 3 to 5 pounds just talking about this on this video tonight. But Squirrel says I go to butcher for my meats. I got some andouille, yes, andouille sausage for one day. Looked up what make with it, made gumbo. Yeah, gumbo is good. Gumbo is one of those things, though, man. It takes like time, and you got to really know what you're doing. Redacted and says nothing WOTC does can convince me. You know what? I'll tell you what. I can respect that, but I think everybody has a right to feel how they feel, and if that's how you feel, I respect that. But I think you're shorting yourself. Trust me, I think you're shorting yourself, especially if you like OSR stuff. Chris Moneymaker says I mainly eat ham while I was there. I'm very picky. I usually take a bunch of granola bars with me when I travel. I'm not me. When it comes to food, I'll freaking try it, man. I will try it. RPG Grandma, hush. Do not even get me started on homemade mac and cheese. I made some of that a few days ago.
She makes great homemade mac and cheese.
Oh, yeah. Do you ever put ground beef in it?
When I used to make it out of the box, yeah, but she just makes it straight. It's like three different types of cheeses. And
put a layer of ground beef in there and bake it.
Well, yeah.
Don actually grills his pizzas on the grill.
Yeah, I grill my pizzas.
Well, I mean, I used to like to eat mac and cheese with tuna in it.
Well, there's nothing wrong with that.
Oh, excuse me. I just made tonight for dinner. I made burgers, baked beans, and homemade macaroni salad. I put tuna in my macaroni salad. I have to make 2 batches. My wife doesn't eat fish, but I grew up. Macaroni salad has tuna in it, and I put tuna in. It is so freaking good. My wife likes it plain, without tuna, but she can't eat fish. So that's the problem. Guac is great, but it can bully other flavors. Yeah, and also, you know what? I'm a big texture guy. That's why I don't like corned beef. I just am just the texture of guacamole. Yeah, not really a fan. But ladies and gentlemen, oh yeah, 150 for dinner in 1986. Oh yeah. Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're getting hungry.
God, I was in the Army for 2 years in 1986.
Uh-oh.
Well, I was in the military. Let's put it that way. Not really technically Army, but Steve knows. We won't talk about it. It was the military. Add bacon. We're going to get through the chat real quick, and we're going to have to cut off. Grilled squirrel is good. I have never had grilled squirrel, but I have had grilled possum, or not grilled, but I've had possum. Not a fan of it.
I've had squirrel, but man, you could thin paint with that stuff. Sheesh.
Yep. And Dickie Skull says WOTC's dead to me. Never no love, but don't care. You know what? Good. Go for it. And by the way, RPG Grandma is going to have the last comment of food tonight. She says, I make crazy nachos with bacon, ranch beans, and baked beans along with a bunch of other ingredients. RPG
Right.
Grandma, what is your address? Because we're all flying out to your place. And we're making dinner. So basically, everybody, thank you for tuning in tonight. I am Don with Steve and Glenn. This is the vlog of many things. Thank you again, everybody who's been in chat. Whether we agreed with your opinion or not, you are welcome in the chat, and you're welcome to give your opinion because it matters.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you deserve to have your opinion notated. So everybody, thank you for tuning in tonight. We're going to go for now. We'll be back on Tuesday for the Tuesday lunch chat. Next week, we will be back. And sometime next week, it may be Thursday night, we are going to do the Tim Kask Memorial. When we do that, people, look at the Vlog of Many Things Facebook page because I'm posting a link there that you can go and log in and come see people. I'll be posting in some groups where people can see it. And discourse does matter, as the confessor just said. 100% correct. Your opinion, again, whether I like it, Steve likes it, Glenn likes it, Eric likes it, throw it out there. We do this for free, guys. We don't make any money off this. So
and buy my book and my
buy Glenn's book. Yep, buy Steve. You can look up Stephen Lake on Amazon and Barnes and Noble, and you can look up Glenn Hallstrom on Amazon and Barnes and Noble, and you'll see their book and books up on there.
My
website is realmsofimagination.net. So
yes. Yep, realmsofimagination.net. And also, if you put my name, Don Samora, in Amazon and Barnes & Noble, you'll see my books.
Yeah.
So,
and,
everybody...
Fund me. Too.
Yes, go to Glenn's GoFundMe. We're all over the place. We are all over the place. So,
ding, 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 ding.
All right, guys, everybody, look for again, seriously, look at the Vlog of Many Things Facebook page. That's where the link is going to be at for you to go and be able to click on it and be a part of the video. So, thank you for tuning in, everybody. And